Long ago, in a quiet village nestled among the rolling hills and dense forests of Nigeria, there lived two extraordinary beings, thunder and lightning. They were not mere forces of nature as we know them today, but mother and son who roamed the earth, sharing life with the villagers. Thunder, the mother, was powerful and wise, with a voice so deep and resonant that when she spoke, the ground would tremble. Her son, Lightning, was bright, quick, and full of energy. He was known for his dazzling streaks of light and his mischievous spirit. Lightning had a fiery personality that matched his appearance. He loved to play tricks on the villagers, darting through their homes and startling the children with sudden bursts of light. The farmers often found their fields scorched after one of his pranks, and the mothers would hurry to gather their children when he was near. While his antics were initially harmless, they became more and more dangerous as his power grew. Thunder, who loved her son dearly, tried her best to keep him under control. Whenever he misbehaved, she would scold him, her voice booming across the village like the beating of great drums. The sound of her voice would roll over the hills, shaking the leaves from the trees and causing the birds to scatter in fright. But Lightning, impulsive and headstrong, would not listen for long. The more his mother reprimanded him, the more he felt the urge to show his might and independence. The villagers, once tolerant and even amused by the spectacle, grew weary. Their homes had suffered damage, and their livestock, terrified by the sudden flashes and booms, often ran wild. One day, after a particularly fierce display where Lightning had accidentally set the chief's hut ablaze, the village elders called a meeting. The village chief, an old man with eyes that had seen many seasons, stood up and addressed Thunder and her son. "Thunder, mother of Lightning," he said with a voice that carried the weight of years, "we have loved and respected you as one of our own. But your son's fiery nature is too much for us to bear. We live in fear, and peace has fled from our village." Thunder's eyes, which mirrored storm clouds, filled with sadness. She turned to Lightning, who stood beside her with a defiant look. Her heart ached, for she knew the villagers spoke the truth. She sighed deeply, and the sound rolled across the village like a far-off storm. "My son," she said, her voice softening for once, "we must leave this place. Our home can no longer be here among the people." Lightning's eyes flared with frustration. "Why must we go? Why can't they understand that I am only playing?" he snapped, bolts of light crackling at his fingertips. Thunder shook her head. "It is not for them to understand, but for us to respect their peace. You will learn, my son, that true strength lies in control and understanding, not just power." And so, with heavy hearts, Thunder and Lightning ascended to the sky. The villagers watched in awe as they rose, Lightning's radiant glow lighting up the darkening horizon and Thunder's deep voice rumbling farewell. But even in their new home in the sky, old habits were hard to break. Lightning, unable to resist showing off, would flash across the heavens, sending bright streaks of light over the earth below. Thunder, ever the vigilant mother, would follow, her voice thundering across the sky to chide him. Over time, the villagers learned that when they saw a flash of light, they should wait for the deep, rolling voice of thunder. They would smile knowingly, telling their children, "It is only Thunder scolding her son. He is as restless as ever, and she is as watchful as always." As the years passed, this tale was told from one generation to the next. It became a lesson of respect, patience, and the bond between a mother and her child. And so, even today, when the sky lights up with a sudden flash and the deep boom follows, people remember the story of the mischievous son and the loving mother, forever entwined in their dance across the heavens.